Good afternoon, folks. Look, I was waking up and I pulled up a video by Washington gun law. You need to watch this video. It's why Merrick Garland and the city of St. Louis sued the Missouri state government. This is a sign, folks. I am not the prophet. I'm telling you what the prophet said when he was alive. I've tried to research this gentleman. I can't get much about him. He was a South African prophet named Seiner Rensburgh. I have trouble with his last name. Basically, it's the town from which he was from. He lived in the first half of the last century. So we're talking about a prophecy that was probably uttered 100 years ago. What he said clearly was that the fighting in the United States of America would start in the middle of the country. Now, maybe I'm jumping the gun here, but I'm going to tell you right now, share this video. I'll take the heat on this one. I'd rather be wrong and get it out there and make a fool out of myself than be right. I don't know if I'm saying that right at this moment. This is very difficult for me. Basically, they came up with a law in the state of Missouri that it would be illegal, and the average citizen of Missouri could file suit against the government for any enforcement of a federal gun law. They weren't going to share their law enforcement or their resources to enforce unconstitutional central communist government laws anymore. And you see, the law under which they've regulated most of the whole thing in the country has been interstate commerce. And this law that was written by the Attorney General in Missouri was so well written, they had to go after it. And I know it looks like nothing. Doesn't look like much of anything. But if you go, you will see my comment. And I put the comment in there, and it's very important. This is much more important than what you realize. This, to me, is the sign that it's over. America's about to get its clock cleaned. Do you understand? That's why I'm telling you, share this video. Get it out there. Von Rensinger, I kept calling him wrong, von Rensburgh, told us that while we were fighting among ourselves, and that's what's going on there. We need to get rid of that old Merrick Garland out of office for sure, right away. That might take care of it. You see, they didn't go against the law. They said it was mistaken. It was a mistake, some sort of mistaken judgment. You got to watch the video to find out what it was. I don't remember things very well. I had 2 strokes in 2006. I sat on my ass and read the Bible. I was restored. I think the Seiner, the seer out of Rensburgh, I don't even know if he was very literate, to be honest with you. I don't know much about him. I can't get a good source on his prophecies. I know his modality, his methodology, if you will, was to have visions and interpret those. Was he right? I think most of the time he was. He defended the Boers successfully in that war. He never even carried a firearm the entire time. They had immense respect for the gentleman. They would hear from him and they would take action based upon what he saw. He also said that the floor, whatever their flag is, would fly once again over South Africa. So you Americans who want to go to South Africa, time to hit the boats. It's time to go. Yeah, I know you've got big boats set up. You can go down there, invade that country, help those people get it back. Maybe that's what I'm here to do, is to help you launch those ships. Get out of the country. Von Rensburgh said, while we were fighting among ourselves, and here's my interpretation of that, while we're in the courts with this case fighting, we're going to be attacked from the outside. And within 24 hours, we will lose all of our armament. Now, with jackasses like General Milley and some of these other guys that have been turned against the people, with these horrible guys that are in power, when you have your whole Department of Defense doing a biohazard, you know what they're doing to us. That came from your Department of Defense. This is a predatory government. I'm not for this United States government in any shape or form. For corporations in a giant shell game. I'm for America. God, Yahweh bless America. I got to keep this short. People out there don't want to listen to me the way you have. This is the video to share. Get the alarm out there. Circle the wagons. This is the call to the Minutemen in the country. This is a call to everybody. The folks that have had those boats set up that wanted to leave the country in the case of an emergency, by God, go down there and take that country back and save those people. We stuck our noses in the wrong place. We were going to save the blacks in South Africa, and look at what we caused to that whole country. You fellas get out of the country before it gets attacked. Take care of yourselves. Yahweh bless you. And as far as us in the country, we've got to take a stand. We need to get rid of Merrick Garland and get rid of this government, central government, once and for all. It's worse than a clown government. This is nothing more than a stage act. It's deceptive as hell. It's not legal. It's not constitutional. And by the way, that includes this bar association. We got to get rid of them. And my buddy said, gee, what are they going to do when we return to constitutional rule? I mean, they're foreign agents. What are they going to do? I don't give a damn what they do. They have screwed this country up from one end to the other. The jackass down there in Texas steals from me. I still got to file a complaint. The jackass in New Hampshire helps them steal the entire inheritance. And I got to write the letter within a few hours, so I got to get that stuff out and write that up. Might all be for naught if we get attacked, because von Rensburg's final word on this prophecy was, within 24 hours, we lose all of our armament. Yeah, those generals are going to stand down. General Milley, who knows who else. The whole thing's going to stand down and let this attack occur. They're going to take the hit, because they're all communists. You think I'm kidding? Slick Willie put that in place. Barack Obama helped out putting that in place. And we will never be a superpower again, according to Seiner von Rensburgh, the prophet out of South Africa. I said his name wrong again. Simon von Rensburgh, I believe, is the right name. Get this out. Get this out. This is number 85. This is the sound for the Minutemen.